For more, I'm joined by Ron Vitiello, former U.S. Border Patrol chief and retired ICE director. Sir, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. So we know this situation is developing quickly in Haiti. 80% of Port-au-Prince has been taken over by gangs. They're blocking the airport. Florida's governor is moving very quickly to prepare for migrants trying to reach a state. Let's take a listen, and I'll talk to you on the other side.
This is a significant augmentation. And I think the message is the last thing you should want to do is get on some boat and think you're going to come through from any of these islands to get to the state of Florida. The most likely scenario is you will be stopped and you will be returned to your country of origin.
So how will DeSantis' comment impact the state going forward?
Well, incentives matter. What he's doing is he's trying to send a message to the people in Haiti who are thinking about coming, who are thinking about getting on the ocean. That's a very dangerous trip. Many people do not make it. It's arduous conditions. And so what he's saying is, if we catch you off the coast of Florida, we're sending you back. And that's the right message, if you will, right? That will discourage people, you know, young, elderly, little kids from getting in those boats and trying to come to Florida. And so sending that deterrence message works. Incentives works. We see what happens when the incentives to cross the southern border are not in place, when people are being released all over the United States. We see what happens there. And so he's sending that message downrange that says, hey, be careful, don't do this. You're going to put yourself at risk, and you're not going to get released into the United States.
Ronald, you know this as well as I do, that the border crisis is top of mind for many Americans. How does this situation compare to what's going on at the Mexico border with the U.S.?
Well, it makes it worse because we can see what's happening at the southwest border. And if those people from Haiti elect to go to the peninsula in Mexico and walk to the border, we know that this administration, what's happening on the border now, our staff, the frontline personnel are under tremendous stress. The system is under tremendous stress, and we have problems across the board on the southwest border. So if these Haitians elect to use the southwest border as their entry, it's going to be much more difficult for their front line and their families. It's going to be much more difficult for those border communities. And it'll be difficult for the people in the pipeline as well, right? They'll be taken advantage of by these smugglers. They'll be trafficked, and all the bad things that happen on that journey will multiply with a large influx of Haitians into Mexico.
We were talking about how gangs in the capital of Haiti have pretty much taken over, I think, 80% of Port-au-Prince. So Marines have been sent to protect the embassy in Haiti. But do you think that's enough to keep Americans safe?
Well, I think the people on the ground are best to determine what the security regime should be. You know, those young men and women, they take an oath to protect us. And so that's the job of the Marine Corps, you know, the guard for the Department of State and for those embassies everywhere in the world, including Haiti. And so it remains to be seen, how much worse will it get? Will they stabilize themselves in Haiti? Will sane people, not gangsters, get to be in charge or overwhelm the system there? So, you know, we have to say a prayer for them and hope they're keeping their head on a swivel.
All right. Well, I do have one more question for you. I want to go back to DeSantis because he's ramping up support for border patrols, not only in Florida, but he's sending National Guard to Texas. Do you think DeSantis should consider keeping those resources for his own state, knowing that there might be an uptick in migrants coming into Florida?
It's a good calculation. The resources that are in Texas, if they're additive to what's happening on the coast, if there's a Haiti influx, you know, it's not that far away. He can get his people back home if he needs to. But that's a good point, something worth watching.
Ron Vitiello, we always love talking to you, sir. Thanks for joining us this Saturday. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.